Okay, no. First of all, a message to YouTube. If anybody from YouTube is watching this, I do not support anything Jaylen has said. In fact, I completely condemn it, and I would never encourage self-harm. Okay? I almost just feel bad for Jaylen at this point. It's like it's so pathetic. I don't even know if they know their own name at this point. They're so terribly mentally ill. I don't know if this person can ever recover. They need like seriously see a therapist and be checked into some kind of like psych ward. All right, so apparently, you guys probably remember Jaylen, or maybe you don't. Jaylen was an insane commentary channel trans individual who was very leftist back a few years ago. Initially, Jaylen got big off of making like just pure slop. Their name was Jaden previously. They made pure slop about like Dream and Technoblade and whatever else. But then they kind of had like a serious mental downward spiral. Not really surprising. And they basically lost their mind. They were really mad at certain people for like being edgy, but then they also, I think they called this black kid from Augie's community the N-word on Discord, which is really funny. Apparently they had an insane debate the other day. I don't really even understand what's going on here with this debate. I didn't know Jaylen was still uploading. Did they change their name back to Jaden? Where's their channel? I can't even find their channel. Jaylen is here. Oh, this is their channel. Okay, so they haven't posted in 3 months. They changed their channel name to Inactive. And it looks like the latest thing it is they streamed 7 months ago. The truth about Chris Tyson. Looks like they tried to have a bit of a comeback and then they completely just... It didn't really work. Turkey Tom's canceled, loser, creep, racist, based. That's all true. So I'm curious to see this debate from them. Why aren't you subscribed? Good point. I gotta get in there. I'm curious to see what this debate was because I heard it was absolutely insane, but I don't even know what the debate was over. 37 minutes is when she calls in.
I'm not transphobic. I've done like a lot of research into the trans shit because I'm a soy fucking dude.
And just to clarify, I'm not endorsing or denying any of Morale's arguments that he just made. Because as I said, I have to read more into this. I'm kind of like letting him explain his position here. So I just want to clarify that. But, oh, wait, hold on, I'm adding you to the call. Jaylen. Okay, Jaylen just joined. And, okay, what were you saying, Jaylen?
What was I saying?
Yeah, what were you saying? Morale's what?
This, before Jaylen's even here, this sounds like a fucking Spurg fest, to be honest with you.
What?
I was gonna say he's a
Whoa! Okay, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, great. Well, enjoy the censorship in the VOD.
He's a capital F.
What? Okay. That's...
Jaylen, you do understand doing the Schrodinger's shit like after a serious conversation is probably not the best, right?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Like, you can sit here and be all Reddit and be like, actually, hypothetically, you can't do this. I don't give a fuck.
That's
I don't give a fuck about your dumb debate lord tactics.
There's no wait. That's not a debate lord tactic. He's just calling what happened. You were just making serious arguments in the chat, and now that he's in this call right now to confront you with his position, you're pretending like you don't care. It's like the feigned like withdrawn. I'm just trolling, whatever. So like, make your arguments that you were making in the chat now that Morale is here.
Your position is objectively wrong.
I don't think it could be objectively wrong. I feel like this is a very contentious point.
You're just fucking retarded, and I think you should yourself.
Whoa! Jeez, what? Jaylen, chill out, bro. Chill out, man. It's fine. What is going on? The debate hasn't even started. You're already going gamer mode? The debate literally has not even begun. What is going on?
Okay.
What do you think about the cash report?
I think you are a perfect example of why eugenics is a good thing. I think people like you should be removed from the gene pool.
What? Jaylen, why are you so mad? What is even going on? You haven't even debated anything of substance yet? We're already getting into this? He probably is going to say the N-word. What is going on, man? It just started. It hasn't even begun.
And you should not be allowed to procreate.
Sure, Jaylen, there are multiple reports that suggest allowing minors to transition isn't of itself immoral.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, so the debate itself is over the topic of minors transitioning and if they should be allowed to. I mean, I would probably fall on the side of them. They shouldn't be allowed to transition. And the reason why would be, if I have the standard that minors can't consent to sex, I would probably have the same position that I would probably carry that over to minors probably can't consent to like life-altering hormone therapy or surgery that could affect them forever. The chance that they could really regret that in the future could be really high. I don't doubt that, for those who are genuinely trans, it's possible they could genuinely experience gender dysphoria or whatever when they're underage, but I would still probably hedge my bets on not letting them transition until they're 18. Especially because like a big argument I've heard from a lot of the lefty guys is like, oh, well, you can always reverse the hormone therapy. You can always reverse it. Like therapy will just resume as soon as you're off hormones, and like that just doesn't make sense. Like if you interrupt puberty from a critical age of like, let's say 10 to 18, you interrupt puberty and then you get off them and you're like, okay, I'm not transitioning anymore, I want to be a boy again, right? I don't want to be trans anymore. You're not going to be able to resume puberty, and like it can affect your height, It can affect your tits. It can affect your, you know, area development. Like, obviously it's not going to be exactly the same, right? If you interrupt puberty, it's kind of an insane talking point to say that there's no fucking there's no fucking long-term effects of taking hormone therapy during your, you know, prepubescent years, right? I'm only 5'10". If I had been on hormone therapy because I thought I was trans when I was 12 years old, I'd be 5'7". Who knows what else would happen, you know? My dick probably wouldn't work.
It's fake news. That's
not fake news. That's why
it literally is. It literally is.
Giving minors hormones in the UK is illegal because of this.
Yeah, because of fake news.
They did like studies.
Yeah, those are fake studies. You're falling for propaganda. Those are fake studies.
I don't believe it is.
They are fake studies.
How is it fake? You have to follow that up with something.
Those are fake studies. We have the actual fucking studies. Look it up.
Wait, do you think?
Okay, if you're going to enter a debate like this, I feel like it's crazy to even hold Jaylen to any kind of standard because Jaylen's just insane. If you're gonna get in here and have this kind of argument, realistically, you need to have something to back it up. Okay, like are the guys arguing in the negative that because you're arguing in the affirmative that kids should be able to transition? Are they giving like the best info right now? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they haven't shown studies. I haven't seen the entire stream. But if you're gonna come in here, you probably need to have some kind of justification for your position rather than just saying it's fake. Why is it fake? Oh, it's just fake. Look it up. It's like, okay, well, you're the one making the claim, right? Kids can't get tattoos, but can do that. I mean, I don't actually know what the policy is in the United States. I don't know how people in the United, like what, I don't know what doctors say you can or can't do. I don't know if you can medically transition as a child in the United States. I'm actually curious. Can you medically transition as a minor in the United States? I guess it's probably state by state. Let's see here. We'll go over this AI overview. This, who knows how accurate this is. Yes, minors can medically transition in the United States, but the process varies by state and is subject to restrictions. Gender affirming surgeries. These typically are not performed on minors under 18, but maybe in rare cases. These cases include when the surgery is deemed medically necessary, the minor has been consistent in their gender identity for years, and they have undergone informed consent discussions with their parents and doctors. I guess the problem to me is that I generally don't believe that minors, especially the younger they get, can like have informed consent. I don't think they can really get it. Hormone treatment. The Endocrine Society recommends waiting until an adolescent can give informed consent, which is generally recognized as age 16, but it's widely accepted that starting before age 16 is appropriate in many cases. Really? As of February 2024, 23 states have laws or policies that ban or severely limit gender-affirming care for minors. Some states have laws that can punish healthcare professionals who provide gender-affirming treatment to minors with prison time. Others have built-in limited exceptions for minors to continue medication based on non-surgical forms of care. Insurance. Medicaid and health plans are prohibited from reimbursing for gender-affirming care for minors. Medical expenses for gender-affirming care for minors may not be itemized as federal tax deduction. Interesting. So I guess it's kind of a state-by-state thing around the country right now.
Do you think proving a hypothesis involves like one study?
What are your studies? I'll type them in a chat GPT right now and it'll probably fucking debunk them. So what are your fucking studies?
The issue with giving ChatGPT stuff is you're going to give it to it and then be like, debunk this, and it's going to have the prejudice.
ChatGPT is objectively right, though.
It's not.
It is.
ChatGPT is objectively right. I know I just used an AI answer on Google. Okay, I know I just did. I don't think you should 100% trust that. But when you're in a debate saying ChatGPT is objectively right, when there's definitely cases when it is wrong, and ideally you would just like, okay, so like if you find a Google search for information, that can be useful sometimes, obviously. I'm not saying it's not. But if you're in a debate conversation saying, well, I found this Google search that says I'm right, is generally not going to be advantageous, especially with a very contentious topic like transgender affirming care for minors, right? You're going to want to bring up, if you're arguing in the affirmative for transgender care for minors, you're going to want to have like 5 fucking studies from 5 different universities that are highly respected, that have never been challenged, that have been peer reviewed, right, among a bunch of people that are going to show your argument to be true in your opinion, right? You're going to want to show that. Carrie Kelpie says kids can't comprehend the long-term effects of actions. That's why we have a separate penal system for them. To think they can understand the long-term effects of transitioning is silly. Yeah, I would generally agree.
Because so if you give ChatGPT something and say debunk this, it's going to go in with the prejudice that it has to debunk it. So it's going to get sources that debunk it no matter the validity.
Cool.
Okay, Jaylen, fight for your position. Fight for your position. This is a pathetic display. You're doing the
This guy is retarded and has no fucking idea what
then
he's
refute
talking
his
about.
then refute his positions.
I'm not a fucking debater. I don't know what the
You just came in here to do a debate. What do you mean? I'm not a debater, then leave the call. You're coming on, you were in chat arguing with these people. You came on a stream to seemingly justify your position. Then you came in and just told them to end their lives and call them retarded, and that's it. Like, if you're in here, why are you not going to justify how you feel? Or at least like link a video that shows that is the video that convinced you, or link the study that convinced you, rather than just being like, well, I'm just in here. What's up? I'm not a debater. End your life. Like that's so stupid.
Wait, hold on. I'm
Get
not.
Femios.
I'm
Get
not.
Femios
I'm not.
on here.
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you to be like fucking Destiny. Okay, we can even do this just like a conversation, right? If he starts going debate bro mode on you, I'll call him for it. I get that not everybody's a debater. So what? Explain to me your position on this.
Explain to me my position on this. My position is the objectively true moral fucking position.
Which is.
There is a set healthcare plan for minors with gender dysphoria. This is something that has been studied, that has been reviewed. This is something that is currently in effect the way it is for a reason. Now you want to sit here and be like, oh, well, if they take puberty blockers or if they take HRT, well, then they're going to have irreversible effects. It's the same exact consequence if they go through the wrong puberty.
Jaylen, the issue with what you're saying is there isn't a end-all be-all solution. There isn't a set-in-stone solution for trans people. Multiple countries have done multiple different forms of research, and they've come up with different things, like entirely. Like we still don't understand what a transgender individual is fully.
Yeah,
we don't know that.
The two options are either you transition or you yourself.
Whoa!
That's what you're advocating.
False dichotomy. False.
Okay, those are not the only two options. I don't know how much more elaboration I need there. Those are not the only two options. You could choose to not transition and be alive and not do that. I feel like this is a very hyperbolic thing to say.
Can I try to cook?
Do you want kids to kill themselves?
Go
Is
ahead.
that what you want? Are you in support
Jesus.
of the murder of children?
Why is this always the argument from the other side when you have these kind of conversations? And these people aren't even saying, I hate trans people. I hate them all. They all need to get out of here. Fuck them all. It's not real. That's not even what they're saying. They're just like, when it comes to kids, we need to have concerns around it. And there are valid concerns, and there are studies that show the opposite of what Jaylen is claiming the medical consensus is. And like Jaylen's response is just like, well, then you want kids to die. And it's like, no, that's not what they said at all. That's not even close to what they said.
Do you want kids to commit?
From all
Jaylen is like the stereotypical insane trans person that's going to get clipped by, every fucking... I mean, Jaylen probably won't because they're too irrelevant, but these kinds of takes are what gets clipped by like Ben Shapiro and then just like used to fucking destroy the left consistently. It has been used for the past like 8 years to destroy them, right? If you're going to argue for this position and be serious and want to be serious about it, want to be a good advocate, kind of ironic to say that because Jaylen's an insane person. But if you want to do that, then you should try to at least be like more measured in your responses. And like if you believe something, like show why you believe it and like be able to have a substantive conversation rather than whatever this is.
Sure. From all the research that I've done, being transgender is not the sole reason that transgender children kill themselves.
It is a big proponent as to why.
I have not seen any evidence to suggest that. From what I have seen, it is social ostracization. So if we want to fix transgender individuals killing themselves, we could probably stop socially ostracizing them. And when you use rhetoric like when you transition, you become ugly unless you transition when you're a minor, things like that are probably harmful because it puts in a harmful rhetoric that like trans people are ugly unless...
True. It is true.
You can't just say it's true. You have to follow it up with something. That's how you argue for your position.
It's true because I said it is.
Jaylen, you're using.
Okay, so they're not even trying. It's true because I said it is. They know they look bad. They don't even care. Jaylen is at the bottom of the barrel of the commentary community, I guess. I don't really know what you would say. The bottom of the barrel of whatever this area is of the internet. And think about it. Jaylen, a couple years ago, was getting millions of views talking about Tommy Innit, Jaden Animations, the vegan teacher, right? Not even that long ago, just a couple years. Even 1 year ago, they had a big Mr. Beast video. And now, this is where Jaylen's at. Debating people in Aiden's Spurg stream. Shout out to Aiden, by the way, but this is a Spurg stream.
Harmful rhetoric, though. These are things that could get a transgender individual to kill themselves.
Good. Based. Good.
Okay. So the thing, like, my question here is, and I'm coming in as neutrally as possible. My question here is there not also studies that show like a heavy comorbidity between gender dysphoria and things like depressive disorders, anxiety disorders, autism, which like all on their own like increase like the risk for like suicidality? So how do we know whether or not like the numbers in regards to like like for, as Morales said, like if there are confounding variables like social ostracization or like the co-occurring disorders, like how do we know it's like the dysphoria itself that's causing suicidality?
Because when someone starts to transition, their depressive rates or anxiety tends to go down.
Okay. Do you have a response to that, Morales?
Not a direct one. There have been cases that I've been able to find where simply going to therapy can get rid of gender dysphoria.
That's
and the
called
individual
conversion therapy. That is a form of torture.
Okay, so there are
Your
cases.
studies are wrong. Your studies are flat out wrong. Those
okay, you
people
don't know
did
what
not
studies
have
I'm
gender
citing.
dysphoria. I don't care. I know they're wrong.
Do you understand?
Once again, this is not like, maybe if you're like the most well-researched content creator, streamer of all time, you can be in a position to say something like this confidently and not get destroyed for it. But like Jalen's just saying shit as if it's true. Anytime someone brings up something contradictory, they're like, well, my science is right and I'm right and I know it's right and yours is wrong because I know it's wrong and that's it. Proven. LU, Rizme. It's like, what? Just say something. Just say something. Have some kind of justification for your position.
Understand how that's probably bad faith for you to come in and say that they're wrong without you even knowing what I'm talking about?
You know what's bad faith? The fact that you haven't yourself. I think
Whoa!
Okay, Jaylen. All right. Let's like tone it down a little bit here, okay? You sound kind of mad.
Yeah, I am mad because this motherfucker wants to come up here and act like he knows shit when he doesn't fucking know anything.
I have looked into this a lot more than you have.
Okay, well, if you know it, then just if you know that he doesn't know anything, just prove it. Just prove it. Justify your position here, man. Come on. There's got to be some kind of backing you have to your position if you believe it so ardently and you believe the research is settled science. You got to have some kind of fucking explanation, man. Come on. First of all, a message to YouTube. If anybody from YouTube is watching this, I do not support anything Jaylen has said. In fact, I completely condemn it, and I would never encourage self-harm. Okay, and on top of that, I almost just feel bad for Jaylen at this point. It's like it's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. I don't even know if they know their own name at this point. Like they're so terribly mentally ill. I don't know if this person can ever recover. They need to seriously see a therapist and be checked into some kind of like psych ward.
You're so fucking full of yourself, dude.
Jaylen, I've come in here with studies, with things that I want to discuss.
Yeah,
and
your only studies are wrong.
Sure, your only response is you should kill yourself. Like you're acting all big dick and you don't know what you're talking about.
Objectively yourself.
Whoa! Stop! Stop!
Yourself.
Stop!
Would actually impact the world in a positive way.
No, it would not.
Okay, first of all, I think he's being
I think that's projection, probably, because maybe you want to do that, Jaylen, but do not do that.
like he's compared to like transphobes that will just come in here and like make fun of you. This guy seems like he's like being pretty good faith here, and he just wants to have a dialogue about this. And the thing with contentious like social or medical issues is like having a dialogue about this. Like
Jaylen, if you hate these people so much, just argue against them. Like I don't think Jalen's completely retarded. They are mentally ill, but I don't think they're completely like stupid. Like they could probably, if they believe this shit in the first place, they probably have some reason. I assume. Like they're talking about studies. Like honestly, they probably are just a fucking idiot. They probably just heard this from some YouTube video that made them think that there's no qualms with the trans issue at all and they never wanted to challenge it whatsoever. But come on, like if you're gonna even get in a debate like this, like have some kind of justification. This guy isn't even being mean to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. Jaylen is having a meltdown. Jaylen cites Femios. I feel like I know that name, but I don't really know who that is. Were they in the Jaylen conversation with a Cheeto from like a year ago? I like very vaguely remember whatever this is, but like not very well.
Helps us know if we're getting it right. And I don't think there's anything.
Who's Femios? Did I talk to this person at one point? Oh no. Femboy destroys Femboy haters 8. The truth about Vosh and Nicholas Diorio. No, I'm not clicking that. I'm not clicking that straight up. All right. Well, we get the idea behind whatever's going on there.
Thing inherently wrong with him like questioning certain facets of this, and he's doing
Oh yeah, my name is Femios and I'm here to debate you. I remember that. I remember that.
it very respectfully. So I don't understand why this is like making me so
no,
angry.
I don't play this game. I'm not gonna sit here and this guy advocates for basically genocide.
He's
and
not
pretend to be okay with that. Yeah, I'm mad.
He's not advocating for genocide. That's not happening. Saying that you think there are qualms around minors transitioning is not advocating for genocide. If anything, it's advocating for the opposite. It's advocating for the concerns. And if you're able to provide evidence for your side and it's so true and based, then just pull it out. It's got to exist somewhere.
Because this guy's a fucking retard.
To be
I don't
clear,
want to sit here and listen to his bullshit
to be very
argument.
clear, I'm
You're listening right now. You're in the call.
not advocating for any form of genocide.
Yeah, that is basically what you're doing. So you can sit
I
here
don't
and
think.
claim that
I don't
you're not,
think.
but it
Hold on,
is.
Jaylen. I don't think if you don't give children who are transgender chemicals, and I don't think they're just going to automatically kill themselves. I don't think there's any evidence to suggest that. And I think you having that opinion that if you just don't give trans people chemicals, they're automatically going to kill themselves is extremely small-minded and honestly very harmful to what a transgender individual is. A transgender individual is way more than just hormones. There is way more that goes on with a transgender individual than just getting HRT and then growing fucking fake tits or whatever, right? There is so much more, and it is so incredibly complicated. You can't just be like, oh, if they don't get chemicals, they're going to kill themselves. That is not how that works at all.
So you're in favor of the whole like self-ID bullshit where it's like, oh, you don't even need dysphoria to be trans. Oh, you don't even need to transition.
I don't
to
know
be
how you
trans.
could come to that conclusion at all.
Position you're in favor
I
of?
think you have to have gender dysphoria to be trans.
Mhm.
How did you
No
get to
response to
that
that?
position where you think I thought
No response to that, Jaylen, at all?
that way?
Because it just sounds like you're
Because I said that being transgender is more complicated than just hormones.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Jaylen,
I apologize. I'm extremely confused. I go ahead, Aiden.
Jaylen, by not arguing for your position, you realize you're gonna like lead people to assuming his.
I don't care. I'm not a
All right, I think
debater. I already told you I'm not here
I'm
to
not-
I'm not a debater. I'm not here to debate. Literally got on a stream to debate. I don't think we need to listen to this entire thing. I think we get the idea. I think we get the idea. I doubt Jalen's gonna come around at any point in this debate and just have the best research available that they could possibly have on this issue. I highly doubt that. So yeah, it seems like Jaylen is still on whatever this wave is. Unfortunately, damn. Sad. It's sad. I honestly, despite how vile of a person Jaylen is and how stupid they are, I hope that I hope they come around. And I hope they someday, I don't know, become a normal person or something. Or at least stop acting insane on the internet for no gain. By the way, in a Discord debate that happened with Gamma, Jaylen says she views Vosh and Hassan as good news sources. Well, they definitely are. So that seems like a really smart. Way to go. You missed the best bit. All right. I missed the best bit. The best bit of all time is what I missed.
This isn't even a debate. I just want to talk to you, dude.
It's like a
I don't
conversation.
like ever since our last conversation, you I don't know where the malice is coming from.
It's
Why
coming
can't we
from
just
you.
have a conversation
You're
about
you're
this?
malicious. So
How am I
wait,
malicious?
Hold on. So if you think like a white guy started debating a black guy and was like, actually, if you look into the data, black people have a very low IQ, or black people commit more crimes. You think that it wouldn't be justified for the black person to get pissed off?
But that's not even close to what's happening here. That's not even close because the science on that is relatively settled. The science on this is not settled, Jaylen, at all. There's a lot of contention around it. It's one of the most contentious political issues of our time. Okay, Trump, Vance, and Kamala were talking all about this shit in the lead up to the election. Like obviously, and Tim Walz, obviously this is going to be a contentious issue, right? It's a very political issue. People are very divided between the right and the left on it. And even within the right and the left, there's a lot of contention within those circles around what should be available medically for minors to transition. So obviously there's going to be a conversation around it. So if you have this position, you should be willing to debate it. If you come on a debate stream,
Even if they were being nice and respectful?
Okay, I want to use the hypothetical you've given me, right? If the black person in this case was intelligent or smart, right? They could look at that and be like, okay, well, there is a reason that those studies exist. There is a reason why black people predominantly have lower IQs. It's because they've been put into situations which lead them to receiving lower IQs. They don't get a lot of education. They live in harmful areas or whatever, right? I'm not saying that that's the case, but I'm just saying in this world or in this hypothetical that you've created, there is a situation in which the black person could have a productive conversation with the white person without it getting hostile on either end, because there could be a root of truth within the conversation that they could be having.
Yeah, that just sounds like bad faith to me.
How?
How? Yeah.
It's just bad faith.
How? How?
What do you mean?
Because I say it is.
Oh, Schrodinger's
Okay.
troll.
I mean, I said it at the beginning. Yeah, Schrodinger's read.
Jaylen, why are you like this? You never change. You never change. You get into arguments and then why do you what?
I feel
What
like
did
something
I
bad is
do?
about to happen.
Did they just throw off their headset?
Yeah, did you just throw off your headset?
Did you hear that banging on the floor?
Yeah.
I think they threw off their headset.
Jaylen, are you there? Hello?
What's going on?
What the fuck is going on? Jaylen? What was that grunting? Wait, wait. Are you okay?
Did I do this?
You were being so respectful. I don't necessarily agree with you, but you were being
I mean, I don't expect you to if you've not done. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't blindly believe me. Obviously.
But you were going it seems like you're being pretty good faith about it. I don't understand. So just so everybody knows, because you guys can't. Jaylen is still in the call. We've just heard Jaylen apparently throw up Jen's headset, say "fuck you," and then.
What is going
What?
on?
Are you- are you-
My hand.
Oh, okay, no. Well, we watched it. What? I don't think he means accidentally at all. Okay. Well, I'm not watching any more of that. I'm not watching any more of that. That's that's not good. That's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. Probably conservatives versus liberal from Jubilee. That sounds kind of boring, to be honest with you. I probably don't want to watch that. I kind of don't care. It was an accident. How was it an accident? She did not self-harm as an attention bit. So are you saying she lied? She says later she accidentally cut her hand when she punched out the drywall. I doubt that even happened. Jesus, though. I got to get out of there, man. I had to get out of there. That was not good. That was not good at all. I disavow. Jesus. That's enough out of her. She had stitches that came undone, so she already punched the wall before? Are there 10 different fucking explanations for it? What is going on here? Okay. well, yeah, I guess I did miss that part. Jesus. Clip farming? I don't know what that was. I don't want to speculate too hard on it. I don't know what that was, though. Oh my god, man. That was cancer. Moo time? Yeah, it's moo time, dude. It's clearly moo time. Wow. Call Aiden for additional context? He's not answering. She goes, and now recording later to explain. I'm going to be honest, I don't really care for the explanation. I don't really want to, I don't need to know more. I honestly don't need to know more. I feel like I have all the info I need to know. I don't really need to listen to a 7-hour long now recording episode for it. Jesus. All right, well, what's the next drama that hopefully doesn't involve any kind of punching drywall you guys want me to watch? Jesus. That was absolutely insane. I didn't think Jaylen could get more nuts, but they did. They actually did. So essentially, Jaylen did actually self-harm. It was just played up for attention, dramatic effect. Aiden called back, and it was clarified. She even walked it back in the same stream. No, he called me. Yo.
Yo, what's up? I haven't been watching the stream.
I got to the part where Jaylen said that they did something bad to themselves, and then I tabbed out because yeah, it might be TOS or whatever, and I was just like mortified. What happened there? What was your perspective of that?
So we're sitting in the call, and you can't really hear it on stream. You have to turn up the audio to really hear it, which is Chud did that. But essentially, you hear like a thumping sound, and then it kind of sounds like Jaylen's grunting, and then I hear like a fuck you in the background.
Yeah.
In my mind at first, I didn't know what the hell was happening, obviously, and then Jaylen comes back and is like, I cut my hand. So the first thing my mind goes to is, oh, like cutting, like I'm leaving the call, like I can't like do this. And then I find out that that's actually not what happened. Jaylen says I didn't cut myself, so I joined briefly, and Jaylen kind of does this like Joker mode, kind of feigned, like I thought it was a little put on, like the acting a little nuts, like with the laughing and stuff. So I left again. It turns out Jaylen had punched a desk or something. Something was punched, and yeah, their stitches came off. They had stitches in their hand from something else. And
do you know what the something else was? Did they punch their wall prior?
I don't know. Well, they have punched their wall prior. You can. Here's this. This will probably be useful to pull up. Here's this screenshot that somebody sent to me. This is not from recently. This is from a while back. But there's like apparently like a history of this. Apparently a history of just like punching shit. Yeah. I was not expecting it to go like that. I was not expecting it to go like that.
Trans Bojack. Lol, the irony, I broke the piece of wall I bought to fix the hole I made the last time I lost it. This morning I was so close to smashing my iPhone, but I chose to take a broom handle, and I don't know what I even broke, but it was a smarter decision. Jesus Christ. Do we know anything about like Jaylen's living situation right now, or what's going on with them personally? Because I think I heard last time they were having some kind of dispute with their roommate, but I don't really remember what it was over. It was some kind of allegation made.
Their roommate convinced them to invest $25,000 into crypto, or Dogecoin or something, and they like lost it all. And the roommate is like this person that believes they're like a super genius that like needs to take DMT to like unlock their full potential. Absolutely insane person. And they admitted like on camera to like abusing people or whatever. But Jaylen apparently is not living with that person anymore. Apparently got a job, which I was like, okay, that's kind of a W. Jaylen left the internet, got a job. Like maybe it's all upturned from here. And then I hear Jaylen's back sending messages to people about Trump's victory on Discord, in like servers, in general
so
chat.
The sleeper
like,
cell
people.
Insane behavior has been acactivated once again, basically.
Yeah, talking about like how honestly she'd rather like the whole Middle East get bombed than like Trump win again.
Jeez.
It was absolutely insane. And then Jaylen, listen, I wasn't like a big Trump. I wasn't a Trump guy, but Jaylen was like then messaging me like 3 days after the fact, 3 days later, and I'm still crying.
Messaging you personally?
Yeah, I'm not. Just so you know, Jaylen. I later found out because Jaylen sent me like 70 uninterrupted DMs after this all went down. Jaylen's like, I thought you were my friend, and it's like I don't talk to this person like ever. Like we've spoken on stream a few times, and like if Jaylen DMs me, like I respond to everyone who DMs me generally, unless it's like something crazy. But we were like Jaylen was under this impression that we're like good friends, which is just not the case at all. So I don't know what was going on there. But
I mean, if I had to guess, Jaylen is a mentally ill person who just assumes that anyone they've talked to, if they aren't immediately shitting on them at that point in time, probably is their friend. So yeah, they probably have some kind of. I mean, even if they don't really think that, they're just trying to get like sympathy bait from being like, "Why are you being mean to me? I'm your friend," or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yep. And the worst I was expecting was like I thought, okay, maybe we'll have like a funny dialogue between two people with opposing positions or like whatever. I was not expecting that to happen because it's never happened before, at least until somebody sent me that tweet after the fact. I've was not expecting that to happen at all. That's the craziest moment I think like I've ever like seen in like a stream or a debate or that I've been through. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was happening. It's not TOS. Chud played it and everything. There was no like actual self-harm. But Jaylen was like trying to like do this thing where she was like trying to like make me believe that they were self-harming. I don't. It was really weird.
Yeah, damn. Well,
Yeah.
sad for
Not
Jaylen.
happening again. Sad day. Sad day.
You're not gonna
Jaylen
have
Bros.
Jaylen on your stream again?
Unfortunately not. Listen, I get everybody has their own debate strategy. That's the weirdest debate strategy I've ever seen. But you know, I don't think it's gonna work for any debates I host in the future. So, sorry, Jaylen Bros. I'm not having Jaylen back.
All right. Well, what's going on with you, buddy? How's life? How's it going?
It's good. It's good. I came back. I'm trying to build up I'm trying to build up a streaming career now, starting from the bottom again, trying to work my way back to the top. 6 days in, and that happened. So other than that, everything's pretty good. Everything's good. And you? I saw some people were like shitting on you or something. Did that resolve itself?
I mean, there's always people shitting on me for something, but you know, it is what it is. Not too.
That's
not too
fair
worried
enough.
about it.
That's fair
yeah,
enough.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, buddy. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good one.
Yeah, no problem. Take care. Take care.
Bye bye. All right, chat. Holy shit. Damn. That was sad. I don't even want to keep shitting on Jaylen. This person's just insane. What's his YouTube channel? It's Aiden Underground. This is it if you want to see it. Aiden Underground. Looks like he's got a few streams under his belt recently, so if you enjoyed it, check him out.